chicka bang to the boogie, so up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. To the rhythm of the boogie to beat. I dare go like simple and plain as prominent basic Zulu arrangement, rockin' amazement, flocko, radiant from heaven to pavement. They phony as a facelift from nothing to play with. Spend time hating it, but that ain't changing it. God give it to me, nobody is taking it. Therefore, moving on the basis stimulus. Standing in the twilight, I'm watching them get it in the walls, trembling in the air, simmering. She moving like more than the ears. Listening, won't now. Test to your equilibrium. Sonic wave booming all over your enemy. Skin on skin in, skin on skin again. Put it on, get it off, get on, get it in. Ladies and gentlemen, misters and mistresses, cousin, uncle, enter and synonyms. Here it is, Boogeyman.
I had no intention of talking about any of this, but you're like hypnotic. Why don't we just do a little regression therapy? Well, you want to just birth me again. Don't take me back to my childhood. Don't take me back to my childhood.
I'm going there in about 3 minutes.
Why is Sean Penn in the film business?
I think that there's a dignity to be found in any field, and I would not work in movies if I didn't look around and see people that I work with and think of them as people who rise us up in some way.
She is so sweet and tender, and I'm glad, so glad we made it, girl. She is so sweet and tender, and I'm glad, so glad we made it, love. Oh, I love that girl.
So many times we meet these people at 20, 21, 22, and they've made a bad decision that they're trying to recover from. I just feel like if there's some way we can get to our young people and help them with that decision making, it's going to make for a better country.
And were we not? We saw 20,000 children when we were here. They were bussed into Dorothy Chandler, bussed in to see in the mornings 2 performances, mini performances. Then in the evening, there you were. There you were, along with 3,000, I don't know how many people who came in and showed us love, the love that we give in the legacy of Alvin Ailey. In the name of Alvin Ailey, he left us so much to do, and we're doing it.
It seems unfair to an artist when your audience won't let you go there because they insist on hearing what they want to hear. Is that unfair to an artist, that when people won't let you go to that space for 20 minutes?
Yeah, but I don't, but they're
You
not,
don't care, though?
See, I'm the director, the screenwriter, the producer, the cameraman in my own movie, so I don't let nobody dictate, especially now that I'm not married.
Yeah.
I don't let nobody.
Carlos! Yeah! But I wonder if for a project like this that is a comedy, whether or not the stuff you've done before, the dark stuff, playing the heavy, playing the bad guy in so many films, is why Ray gets called in for an audition.
Yeah, well, but also too, they didn't see Muppets from Space. Yeah. They didn't see Operation Dumbo Drop.
This is my first time seeing Michael sing, right? And so I've never seen anybody do this.
Right.
Michael did this.
Yeah.
He was like, "Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, want to take me there right away, won't you, baby? Tenderoni, you've got to be. Spark my nature, sugar, fly with me. Don't you know now it's..." I said, oh my God. Everybody I know, we be holding our breath trying to get everything on that microphone. I'm like this. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. And so Michael came out sweating everything. He said, "Yeah. Am I singing it right?" I said, "Michael, you killed it singing it however you want to sing it."
And there's something about having people around you giving you support that is, it's motivating. And once I got that support from people, then I believed I could do anything.
Never good in sports. I was never chosen for teams. I was always sort of the kid who was sort of, you know, and it's that cycle where the less you're chosen, the less you play, the worse you are, the less you're chosen, the less you play. And so I'd start making a movie, or I'd ask my sister to let me take a mold of her head so I could like make a fake one and then blow it up. You know what I mean? Like I was just always doing stuff like that, you know, normal stuff. And that was sort of how I found my, like, you know, my joy came from creating little Super 8 movies.
But there was a terrible epidemic in New York, and I was part of it, and I was paralyzed for about 1.5 years, and I just used to stay in bed, and I had a Jerry Mahoney ventriloquist puppet, and I had a toy movie projector that my grandfather had given me. It was, and I had a tape recorder, and I used to just draw little cartoons and play with my puppets and play with myself, you know, just generally entertain myself.
The reason it said The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, originally it was The Tonight Show starring Jay Leno. When I told my mom that, she went, "Oh, starring, oh, Mr. Big Shot, you starring, you gotta do that." I go, "You know, Mom," she goes, "Oh, you have to be starring in the show." I go, "All right, Mom, I just make it with Jay Leno." You know, and that's, you know, and my mother always kind of kept the whole thing in perspective.
I go, "Did you get that? Did you like that?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Did you understand it?" And she's like, "Well, it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You don't know what the hell's going on until you know what the hell's going on."
But it's this individual experience. Forget about the spiritualism, forget about conservation, ecology, patriotism. When we go to a national park, and you felt this too, you are closer to something bigger than yourself.
How difficult a spot are we in now, given the Bush policy over 8 years, to basically run out of Afghanistan into Iraq?
Well, I know people are tired of having us always blame things on the Bush administration, but the bottom line is that President Bush did the right thing after 9/11 to go into Afghanistan, but then they took their eye off the ball, and for reasons that are unclear to most people, and took the fight to Iraq when there was no connection between al-Qaeda and Saddam Hussein, and not paying attention to Afghanistan for the last 8 years is part of the problem.
Tennis is the loneliest sport that exists. You're out there, you can't talk to anybody, you can't pass the ball, there are no timeouts, you know, there's no coaching. You know, you don't have to be good, you have to be better than one person. That one person is on the other side of the net. It's like you're on islands. It's not like boxing where we're leaning on each other and you can feel each other. I mean, if you look at a tennis player, you know, it's like solitary confinement out there.
Low rising, yeah, till I feel we've had enough. Low rising, there's no further for us to fall. Low rising, oh, for the love of you.
How did this come to be, Providence? Just like Que Sera, Sera.
You believe that about your career then, the way it's unfolded, the roles you've played? You believe that about your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think that Providence is another term for luck. And Denzel has taught me a very nice saying about luck. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Sounds good.
Yeah.